Welcome everybody to our first last Saturday live. We're going to do this every last Saturday, or at least we're going to try to. And as we get people online here, come on in, tell us who you are, where you're from. We'll say hi to a few of you guys. We can't say hi to everybody, but we're going to have some fun tonight. We want to answer some questions, bring you guys up to date on where we are, and then go from there. So welcome everybody. It is Saturday, October the 28th, 2017. We are here in Louisville, Kentucky, and we just want to address a little bit. Obviously, our videos lag behind where we actually are. It takes some time to create them and edit them and do all that kind of stuff. So we're in the process of, hopefully catching up on that stuff. And by we, I mean me.
Him. And we're like technically not in Louisville, Kentucky. We're just across the river in Indiana. I don't know the name of the town.
I don't know either.
But in the Louisville area, to say like that. We just arrived today. So today was a travel day for us. Yeah, so it was a long day, a rainy day, a very cold day. The difference in climate, it was so different. Last Saturday, we were like literally bicycling in a t-shirt in Indianapolis, and today we are like freezing. It's like 38 degrees here where we are right now, and it's gonna go down to low 30s tonight, so it's freaking cool.
And currently we haven't seen any of the chat message yet, so we got to find out where that is. Okay, I remember where it is now. It's over here. We're gonna open up the chat window. That chat window doesn't show anything. That doesn't show anything. Control room doesn't show anything. Let's see here. What do we got? All right, we got 109 people live so far. And yeah, I don't see anything in the chat window again. So this happened to us last time. Yes. So it'll take us a little bit. So as we find that, then we'll get to questions and things like that. But we thank you guys for spending your time with us, hanging out here live. And
I hope I don't click the wrong
button. No, don't click the wrong thing and zap us out of here. So let me see if I can say hello everyone and see if that starts the chat window rolling. I don't know.
No, same thing happened last time it was somewhere else
in the group chat. So I don't know if you guys can see where the chat window is, but hopefully eventually we'll get that working and figure out what the heck's going on with that.
And what our plans for a little bit. Well, we're staying here in the Louisville area. We arrived today, so we're gonna stay here, I think, about 4 days. We thought it was gonna be just like a 2-day thing and just going through. And we asked on Facebook what is to do around here, and oh my God, we found so many cool things. Thank you for everybody that told us all the stuff that it's around here. Tomorrow we're gonna do the zip lining in caverns here in Louisville. And then also we're gonna do some Halloween lighting lanterns. That's gonna be very cool too. There's so much stuff to do here. I thought it was only part of the Bourbon Trail, and I am not like bourbon lover or anything like that, so I was not actually gonna go and to all the distilleries, all the trail, but just 1 or 2 just to check it out. That's like what we were gonna do here, and it just change our plans once we ask people what to do around here. So thank you everybody. And after here we're going towards Mammoth Caves here in Kentucky, so in the national park, and then from there we're going to Nashville. And from Nashville, oh my God, it's like I don't think we have any more plans after that.
We don't have any plan after Nashville at all. We're kind of just gonna see some live music there and then see what happens. So
yeah, I mean, our goal is like to work our way towards Texas. So Texas is our main goal for the holidays. And from here and between, we're going to try to just discover and get away from the cold. Because like I said, it's too cold right now here. But nothing we cannot handle, I guess. We've been in this temperature before. And what else?
I don't know. It's really bugging me that I can't see everybody's chat and I can't see if people are chatting. I can't see anything. But one of the things that I really want to stress is that the videos lag behind where we actually are. And that the reason behind that is after we shoot them, and we've explained this before, but for those of you who are newer, after we shoot them, we compile all of the video from the GoPros and the cameras and the phones and all that kind of stuff. And once we get that all together, by the time I get something edited, it can be anywhere from 6 to 16 to 20 hours to do a video. And so sometimes we lag behind because we're doing stuff for a couple or 3 days. And then the next thing you know, I'm behind like that. I'm behind a week. And it just takes a while to get these things out. There's going to be within the next week or so, there's going to be a huge jump where we catch up to where we are, because we didn't film a whole lot while we were in London, in my hometown up in Canada. So that's going to help us kind of pick back up a little bit and catch up to where we are. And do you see anything on the phone as far as live chat?
I'm trying to find it.
Really, really annoying. We need to really kind of live control room and see if we see anything in the control room.
Oh yeah, now I see comments. I'm gonna put my glasses on.
And there we go. Now they're in the control room. So Sheila, hello, Stuart, Barry, got Muskoka, Ontario on. So we're gonna go through some of this little quickly and try to catch up on some of the comments now that we found out where they are. We apologize, gang. This is only our second time we've ever done this, and so we're a little bit behind in getting this stuff done. So hi from Florida and Edgewood, and we're in Louisville, Kentucky. Yes, that's, I guess, texting. Try to do an accent. Where will we winter this year? So we're gonna let's start right into some of the questions and then just roll down through that. Mm-hmm. Winter isn't really something that we do, because we're not spending a certain amount of time in the summer somewhere and a certain amount of time in the winter anywhere. It's not like we're like in a cold spot in the summer and then we go to like Florida in the winter per se. So where are we going to winter? We're going to do a little bit in El Paso, Texas for the Christmas holidays.
Well, that's just December. But
that's just December.
January, February, we're just going to head into the Southwest. So slowly, like right now, is starting to get kind of wintry. As you can see, Lori's all dolled up because it's kind of chilly in here. So we're just kind of heading down towards the south and west, heading over towards Texas. So Texas, Arizona, and California. And then January, February, just a quick preview of where we're going. We're heading down into Baja, Mexico. So that's going to be really cool. That's going to be probably until
January, February.
Very end of January, early February, because we are going to spend until Texas until the first week of January. And after that, we're heading our ways towards San Diego. So we're going to go to Arizona. People from Quartzsite, we're going to go through there.
Yeah, if any of you guys are in Quartzsite, we'll say hello there in Quartzsite.
Yes. So that's our goal today. And next year, we're going to just do the West Coast, but very close to the coast. Kind of like how we did the East Coast, very close to the coast too.
Yeah. And again, Facebook, I know a lot of you guys hate Facebook, but Facebook is the best way for us to be able to upload quick where we are. And we don't always upload where we are because sometimes we want to get some work done. And it's hard when we're out trying to meet people, and we want to meet as many people as we possibly can. But sometimes we just need to get some work done. So we stay kind of like incognito in places. But Facebook is the best place to know exactly where we are.
For sure, we need to get out of here. 39 degrees where we are.
Yeah.
Right now.
So, hi guys, is your RV a diesel? No, it is a gas coach. It is how many miles? It is 118,000, I think, right now. And it's running like a top, and touch wood, I should have never said that. We have not had any issues with this thing at all in the entire time we've had it. We bought it at 100,000 and put 18,000 miles on it. Don't forget to try, Grindburger Kitchen. That's here in Louisville. Yes, we need to try that. And Dean and June from Ontario. We met those guys in London.
Hey,
Hogcat. What's going on, guys? Man, we got people from all over. Alan in PA, absolutely. He's out there partying with the Amish. 90 miles away. Yeah, drive on in here. We're going to go zip lining in the next couple of days.
Unless you're south, we're going to be heading that way.
Yes. So here we are rolling down through the questions. And if we miss a question, gang, try to maybe repost it. And we'll try to catch up. So here we are down at the bottom, and we're just going to let that scroll. So we'll see them as they come up now. So enjoying our channel. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. It is so unbelievable to us. It's so surreal that you guys watch. We're so grateful, and we really, really appreciate it. Make sure you guys share the channel with a bunch of people. Somebody had to winterize their RV. Did they give you a new coach? No new coach for us.
It's like, and it's like, his is
475,000 Solex. Wow. That's just hardly any miles.
you keep it in good shape, that's the thing about our coach. He's an older coach and he has a lot of miles, but if you keep it in good shape and always maintain, I mean, there's no that stuff is going to go wrong.
Yeah.
Because you can have newer coaches that are going to go break down anyway.
Yep.
It's just about maintenance.
Yeah, absolutely. How do we like our Class A? A lot of people are downsizing to Class Bs. Here's the deal. Everybody's got a different way of traveling. We've met people that are in fifth wheels that's their preference. We've got the Class A people, the Class C people, the Class B. A Class B, I can't see us ever doing that unless we're maybe doing Europe and we do it for a couple of months. It's too small for us for full timing. In our opinion, our Class A has been amazing. We'd like to be about 4 feet shorter, 4 to 6 feet shorter.
4.
But it has been perfect for us.
More than 4.
We love being able to drive down the road, pop into a place. It was like yesterday, for example, pouring rain when we got in, and we didn't have to go outside to come in and start having a sandwich and get set for the night.
But
So
Class B, you really
the Class A has been good
to
for
do
that. Class B, you don't have to, but a lot of the other coaches,
But
it's been great for us.
I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people are going to Class Bs, but for us, it's just your way of traveling, and for us, it's just not our way of traveling. We like more space, not to feel that confined. And it's everybody's like preference, personal preference. Some people say it's like if we use our kitchen, that I have never seen us use a kitchen. Yes, we do. And actually, lately, since we have not been traveling with Kevin and Laura, we've been using the kitchen more. And I'm assuming they have to. So.
Yeah, those guys make us eat out a lot.
Yeah,
which isn't a bad thing. It's always great food.
It's a bad thing for the budget, though. It's like, did you meet Kevin on the road?
Kevin and I met online. I swiped right. I think he swiped left. I don't know. No, we met through the channel. When we were first getting ready on the channel, they were getting ready to do the full-time RV thing. Kevin was in Vegas and reached out to us and said, hey, can I buy you lunch and bend your ear a little bit? And we said, that was weird because we'd never had anybody reach out to us before. And so that was the first person to reach out. I'm surprised that we've ever met anybody after that because that was a scary experience with Kevin. No, he was awesome. Sure. He was awesome. We obviously hit it off and have been like brothers ever since. So that was pretty cool. Yeah,
it's like both of us, we met together with Kevin, and I was like the third wheel right there. It was like,
oh, come on now. Vancouver Island. We are coming up to Vancouver in 2018. Again, Facebook is the place to check that out.
Show us the true West Coast.
Oh, somebody said their air conditioning is running right now. Okay, no more. We're ignoring Larry for the rest of the time we're here.
How do you get your mail and bills? For the most part, online. Now everything is so automated. Everything we receive online. There's only one part of the business that we cannot receive online, and that's we run a business from
some
Vegas.
Government stuff.
Some government, more state stuff. The federal stuff is getting better. They're sending everything online, but a lot of the state stuff is coming still through regular mail, and you have to send stuff mail. So that's still a little bit slow process. But how do we get it? We have a UPS store box in Las Vegas, and very kindly the people there, they ship us all the stuff that says Class A mail. So not all the junk stuff, just like our actual mail. They ship it.
We wait every 2 to 3 weeks. We find a city where we're going to be, Louisville. We pick a post office. We can have mail sent to a post office marked general delivery. They will hold it there for 30 days. So as long as we know we're going to be close to an area, we send it to a post office and away we go.
Bill is like from Wisconsin. And then Marty, do you guys have a Berkey?
That's funny you should say that.
You say that because we were gonna get one since I've been meaning to get one since a very long time. It was the family that living a good life, or what is it?
I have no idea.
The people from Utah. It's when we were getting ready to go on the road, and I was also watching a lot of videos, and I discovered the Berkey through them. And since then, I was like, oh, maybe, but I'm very picky with my water. So I never thought I will actually go and buy it. And then since Boston, I was like, I'm going to buy it. We didn't have the chance to do it. And then we have to wait all through Canada because shipping in Canada is extremely expensive. People from Canada, you get just ripped off there. But anyway, entering again to the US is one of the first things I did. I ordered the Berkey and we did set it up today. So we have a brand new Berkey today. And
so we'll let you know how it works in the next couple of days.
The one thing that motivated me to actually buy it is Joe in Canada too. We met her in Niagara Falls and she has one. She's also full-time and she told me she was also very picky with her water. And she told me it's tasteless. So that's one of the reasons I also went for it.
I agree. Water's tasteless. It's odorless and it tastes good.
Yeah,
Right,
no
right,
chlorine, no nothing like that.
Thanks on way to go to hit 13,000. Thank you guys. I mean, you guys are the reason that we do this. You guys are the reason that we hit 13,000 subs. So thank you so much. And hopefully you guys will share us with some friends and family. Kevin's awesome. We agree. Just saw him on the glass floor. His knees nearly buckled on the glass floor. He's such a girl.
Where is Ozzy?
He said couch, not coach. Yes. Joan, you know I can't say anything right. Ozzy's around here. You'll probably see him buzz through here in a little while.
He just had dinner, so probably
he's freezing cold too. So
where is he?
New couch with the new captain's chairs. No. No, this couch we've had for a long time. And yeah, so UFOs. God, there's so many questions. No, we have not seen any UFOs.
That's funny. It's like, when are you coming to New Jersey? And I know who it is. It's like, not anytime soon. So come on vacation with us for a little bit.
New Jersey. Why would we want to go to New Jersey? No, I'm just kidding. we know who that is. Hey guys, how you doing?
You can find Ozzy.
Our New Jersey family. First time ever on a live chat. Ours too. No, actually, this is our second time on a live chat. Live chats are tough because they can get a little boring because we're just sitting here and answering questions and trying our hardest to answer all the questions. So when you get to the West Coast, go to Brookings, Oregon, and I'll come and meet you. We are going to be going through the West Coast. So again, make sure that you are on Facebook and check us out there so that we can tell you guys where we are. Our favorite RV park. Boy,
oh God,
there's so many different RV parks for different reasons. Like the Normandy one just outside of Boston. For families and things like that, it was amazing. And
for us too.
For us too, but it's really a destination where you go sit for a week with a family because there's like thousands of kids running around like crazy. But it is so well maintained and it's such a well done campground. It's really, in my heart, one of the best ones we've stayed at. My favorite though,
I like the
Fort Wilderness.
I like the one in Destin we went to. I really like that
one.
Oh,
it was tiny.
It was very small, so it was very quaint, but the spots were so well, like, private.
Yeah.
Like and everyone was so well maintained, and the level of service to everybody was so nice. So, but yeah, I mean, state parks also. There's some state parks that are pretty amazing. I like the Crescent.
Oh, Crescent State Park was nice.
In Florida. So there's... Oh my God, the one in Georgia too, the James Island.
Oh, James Island County.
That was very good.
Very nice.
There is many, and like he said, for many different reasons.
Right, some for hiking, wilderness, and some for hiking, and some for
or some of them just
activities
because of the view, some of them because of the location. Yeah, it's just many different things.
Yes. How many years do you see yourselves doing this? Very quickly, Jennifer. When I first told Lori we were going to do this, she said, "No way in hell are we doing that." And then when we did a little bit of part-timing, she said, "This is kind of cool, so I give you a year." And then a few months in, she goes, "Well, a year isn't going to be enough, so I give you 2. And now we've really kind of put no end date on it because it's been so amazing. We've got to meet so many neat people and see so much amazing stuff that we haven't put an end date on it yet. We figured why put an end date on it.
And that was kind of like me trying to pressure him because there is a give and take. I tell him yes to the RV lifestyle, but I also ask him something in return. And he's like, I want to move eventually to maybe Hawaii for a few months or a few years just to experience the Hawaiian lifestyle. And he always say hell no until this time.
Yeah.
When I say yes to RV lifestyle, he said, okay, I will go to Hawaii with you at some point. So, but we don't know. We don't have an end in time right now.
What is a Berkey? A Berkey is a high-end water filter system. Oh, somebody already said that. Pacific Northwest, yes. Early to mid next year as we roll from Baja, Mexico to Alaska.
Are you tired of traveling?
When are you going back to Disney World? What's going on, guys? It's our friends in New York. What?
No Disney World. Because he is trying to push that for this year still. And I told him, no Disney World. We've been there already.
I thought we were so close we could just pop down there, but that's not going to happen. It's probably going to be maybe late 2018, so late next year. When we go from Alaska, we can zip all the way across to Florida. Early 2019.
I didn't know that, so
okay.
That's still not
Aussie's,
for sure.
Aussie's around here somewhere. Mark's always asking about Aussie.
Are you tired of traveling? It's like, you know what? I'm not tired of traveling.
She's tired of me.
No, it's like there's times like when we're traveling through Canada, because we're trying to catch the nice weather and see a lot of stuff. We travel so fast through Canada that at some point at the end, I think the four of us, Kevin, Laura, you and I, we were tired because we were nonstop waking up, traveling, going out, and then coming back. So in that respect, sometimes we need to kind of like slow down and then enjoy a little bit, but then we slow down too much. And
then we need to get moving.
Then we need to get moving. So we're not tired traveling. We
Right.
just don't like to travel as fast for a long time.
Yeah. Another person with their AC running. Another person we don't like. Do you have a dish on your couch? I think you mean coach. And no, we don't. We really don't watch a whole lot of TV.
No.
We'll buy movies from Walmart out of the $5 bin or something like that. That's our movie night. We just watched one actually before jumping on here, and we watched Criminal. And that's what we do for our night entertainment if we're not going out. But for the most part, if we are in the coach, we're working. We're either out having fun or we're in the coach working. We don't really have time to sit and watch TV.
I'm the one that I have my guilty pleasure watching TV shows sometimes. So sometimes when I'm cooking, when I'm making dinner, that I do cook. I make dinner. I put my earbuds while he's working and just like watch my TV shows. But that's usually Netflix. We don't watch actual YouTube channels, or we don't watch any regular TV. We don't know anything about the news, people. So
yeah,
if there's something really, really bad happening, let us know.
Yeah. Hello from Australia. Awesome. Down under. Wow, that's crazy. Craziness. We skipped a bunch of stuff here. Air Force Museum. Yes, we did. And the videos are going to be amazing.
Thank you also for letting us know about that specific place, because we were going to skip it. And it was such an amazing place. We actually made it happen, and it was such a wonderful place to go. Any plans to put solar on the Class A?
Yes. Eventually, we were going to do that.
Eventually, within the next 2-3 months.
John, how was entering back into the USA? Okay, here's the thing about crossing the borders, guys. All the videos we saw, what a nightmare. They do this, they're going to search your coach, and it takes 3 hours. Going up into Canada took us 6 minutes, and coming back took 10. We answered their questions. We're very polite. We invite them into the coach, and we don't have anything stupid or illegal in here except for her plant. But I mean, it's a plant. So if worst comes to worst, we were going to have to give up the plant, but that's it. No. If you go up and you're nice and you treat them kindly because they're used to dealing with jackasses all day long, I think that it's going to be a much more easy experience for you. And don't have stuff in your coach that you know you shouldn't. If you have more than 2 or 3 bottles of alcohol, well, you probably have a problem, and you want to maybe get that fixed anyways, because they're going to take the rest of your alcohol away from you. I'm just kidding. If you drink alcohol, it's okay. But if you have a bunch of fruit in there that they're going to take away, or if you have a bunch of marijuana in your coach, all that kind of stuff is going to get confiscated and get you in trouble. Really, it was nothing. It was easy.
Well, but with that being said, we crossed the border. Actually, thank you, June. They're the one that told us about this crossing.
No, we can't tell you because it's coming up on a video very, very soon. No.
Border crossing. Well, anyway.
We crossed the border in a very cool way.
The customs there are more chill. They're more having fun versus just your regular cross border at the bridges or the major ones. This one was like more relaxed.
Right.
And not a very, very one line, very few cars going through there.
Yep.
So I think that also make a difference on our border crossing, and no problem with Aussie too. Yep. It's like they never asked for his papers going into Canada or coming into
they saw him both ways.
Yes.
So not a problem. Our Fort Wilderness video was a deciding factor. Awesome. Very talented videographer. Holy smokes. Are you a blind person? Do you watch the channel at all? Like at all?
Take a compliment, Paul. Take a compliment.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. We will let everyone know about the Berkey Aid from the UK. What's up, mate? Well, cheers. Oh, maybe that was Australia.
Late or early over there. So thank you for tuning in.
Texas, Dallas. We are coming to Dallas. So again, watch us on Facebook. We'll be there early December in Dallas, and we're going to go see a Mavericks game.
Well, hopefully.
Where are you now? We're in Louisville, Kentucky. Too bad you don't drink, Paul. I'd love to have a beer with you. Marty, you don't want me to drink, dude. Can you imagine me with alcohol? Holy smokes. The money that it would cost her to get me out of jail would be just ridiculous. Still warm in Florida. How do you keep Ozzy from running away? I go, hey, Ozzy, don't run away. And he doesn't. He's kind of a chicken. So he feels safe around the coach, and that's it. So
no, but
he doesn't
that's
go
a
too
trick.
far.
No, that is a trick. And I've been around pets all my life, around cats all my life, so you get to know them. And the first thing you know, if you have cats, is that they love their home. And until he felt the RV was his home, not just a driving vehicle, it's when he adopted this as his safe place. So he will not run away from his safe place.
Yeah,
that's why he stays around here.
Kevin's quarter alien. If so, he's my favorite. I think he's probably 3/4 alien. Like that guy is like super alien. Need some Back to the Future swag. Yes, Dunville. Joe, what's happening? Harv Travels. We were just talking about Joe. Joe is the reason Harv Travels here. She's the reason that Lori's got her Berkey. Really, like she wanted it, but Joe pushed her over the edge. Long Island. I so wanted to come to Long Island when you came through there. Are we coming to Florida? We were just in Florida early this year. We'll be back in a year and a half earlier if I can make it happen. Craziest thing that's happened so far. Nothing really.
Crazy as in fun, crazy as in unsafe, crazy as in almost somebody crashes head on. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was in an early video when we were in Texas. A guy was passing, coming the opposite way, and nearly head on us. Like it was really close.
He passed where he should have not
passed on a curve, double yellow. But I'm gonna have to come back and think about that. The craziest thing that's happened so far. Fort Wilderness rocks. Big fan of TME. Thank you, Russell. Ozzy's hibernating. Funny stories.
Well, Ozzy, by the way, he's at the window looking out, so I don't want to bother him. He's doing his own cat thing.
The funniest thing, the weirdest thing that I saw, and you guys saw it in the one video, was the guy emptying his tank without a hose. We drove up and you could literally, like the video doesn't show it because it was done by that time. But as we drove up, it was like this stream of stuff coming out of the side of the RV. And we were going, what is he doing?
And we couldn't believe it.
And we couldn't believe it. Like we couldn't believe that he was trying to fit it into this little hole. But obviously probably you're European.
Well,
I've been told that they are able to do that. But you would think that they watched the video prior to renting the thing. But anyways, that was kind of funny. 72 at Fort Wilderness. Jonathan, I'm really not liking you.
What's your ideal Class A length? I would say 30 foot.
Yeah.
30 feet, 30 foot. That's my English. Kind of like.
Yeah, 30 foot, I think. If we could do 28 to 30, the problem is once you get under 30, you start to lose that second closet. And if we only have one closet, I will have nowhere to put my clothes. So that is just the way it is. Are we going to RV Nomad Fest in 2018? I don't even know what that is, so I'll have to look that up.
I think it's the one in Quartzsite.
We did not lose our plant when we came back in.
No, the big deal about my plant is that my deceased grandmother gave it to me, and she told me to take care of it. So that's why I kind of hang on tight to it. And you guys know that we have a composting toilet, so I just grab like a little piece of my plant and put in the composting toilet. So in case they actually take the whole plant, at least I have that little bit there. But it has made it. Now this winter I'm gonna leave it in Mexico with my mom, so he's not coming with me anymore because I don't want to be crossing borders again. If we're thinking about going,
we're gonna cross into Mexico, back out of Mexico, into Canada, into the U.S. at Alaska, back in and back. It's gonna be too much. Somebody's taking Dawn. You're taking the plunge in 2 years. Good for you. Seems like you find rain a lot. No, I mean the weather has been great. I mean it is what it is. You're gonna when you're traveling in the warmer areas. You're going to find rain. So she looked so annoyed when you started. Lorena always looks annoyed.
I'm not annoyed because it's like I told him the comments are somewhere else and he keeps trying to look in the wrong.
No. He meant when we first started the RV thing.
Oh yeah.
She hated the camera interface. It was getting used to being
because that's another question we get a lot is like how you started vlogging and that stuff. And it was more than anything him documenting our travels, like him trying to just like put it out there. I mean, no any really specific purpose to it, right?
Right.
And the one thing I told him is like, this is your thing. This is your vlog. It's not my thing. He's like, I don't like to be in front of a camera. So yeah, at the beginning, I was extremely shy, extremely annoyed with the camera in my face in the morning. And she just has that resting bitch face, pardon the French. She just does. I mean, she does not look, she's not one of these jumpy, happy, smiley girls all the time. And so people take that like serious look on her face as that she's annoyed, and she's not really annoyed. Or I'm angry, I'm sad. Yeah, it's always like she's angry, sad. It's like, no, not really. No. She's a thinker, so she's always thinking. And most of the time I think she's thinking how to kill me, how to get rid of me, what have I done?
why am I
But
doing this? But no,
no, it's
she's
just
not.
like, I just have that bitchy face. That's it. Like, there's no way around it.
We are still traveling with Kevin. No, Kevin and them are out in Colorado. We're going to meet back up with them somewhere around Quartzsite.
They told us that it's actually snowing.
It was snowing in Boulder.
Where they are.
Coho, going to continue and run across your path. Absolutely. Again, Facebook, so we can find out where we are. Right now, we're heading towards the Southwest Texas. Are you going to RTR? Don't know what that is, Richard. Rest the roost, run the river. Don't know.
Clarify.
How did we like our time in Ontario? It's awesome. For me, it's a trip back home because London, Ontario is my hometown. I love it. Have we known Kevin and Laura for a long time? We met them last year when we first started full-timing. So yes, we've known them about a year now, and they are awesome. Have you found to be monotonous?
What have you found to be monotonous? Probably the setup and tear down. Like every time we go somewhere and we have to set everything up and just tear everything.
Yeah, but we've got it down to like literally minutes. 10 to 15 minutes.
10 to 15 we're set up, and
it's crazy how fast we can set up because we just have I go out, do the outside stuff. Lori's getting the slides out as the jacks are going down. I'm outside. It's so we have this bing 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 bing.
We have our own kind of like
it's fast.
task. But the one thing I have to say is like we still have our own regular life. It's not like it's all travel, it's all fun, it's all activities. Right. I mean, we only film part of our day or part of our days. And the rest of the days, I mean, he's sitting, editing, working, and I'm cooking, trading, doing books for the business. And we still have our lives. I think that's the biggest misconception with us, that we're like on the go all the time, and it's not true. It's like we also have our regular lives to make money and tasks that need to be done. So that part is like more monotonous than the actual travel side of it.
I will be honest, the editing of the videos is monotonous. Now the doing the stuff and filming and all that is fun, and doing little comments and things, but the actual sitting down and spending 6 to 12 hours doing every single video gets a little monotonous, but I still love it. I still have fun, and I need to, every now and then I kind of get down on myself, and then I come back to, okay, this is fun. And the more fun I have during editing, the more fun comes out in the video. And the one that I released tonight from Toronto, I had so much fun doing it because I was reliving that. Hopefully that comes out.
Sometimes I see him doing this and just giggling.
Motorhome is 34 feet.
And yeah, Camp Pickett was one of the best campgrounds out there. And the one in New Jersey.
Don't say that she's pretty whether she's annoyed or not. I didn't say she wasn't pretty. I just said that she looks bitchy when she's not smiling. How did we meet? Charlie, we have a whole video on that. Just Google Q&A, how did we meet or something like that. It's quite a few videos back, but that's a fairly long story.
Yeah.
Greenville, South Carolina. Not this year. We were really close when we came up the East Coast, but we're going to kind of slowly head south and west. Top Golf, relentless.
Do you guys use Passport America?
That Stuart little guy.
We just used Passport America for the first time a week ago. No, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we've had it for 6 months and we just used it.
No, almost a year because we.
Oh, that's right. I think we had to renew.
Well, here's the thing. A year ago, we renewed our Good Sam, and with that came a free year of the
Passport
America. We always forgot we had it, because it was like an afterthought. It's not like we meant to actually get it. And it was about 2 weeks ago. It was the first time that we used it, and it was pretty amazing. It was we did the Fleetwood tour, and it was around there in Amishville. And we used it for 5 days, and it was like
really
4
cheap.
days, $50, something like that.
Yeah, it was really cheap. How do we find the restaurants where we eat? I'll say this again. We've done a lot of stuff on food, especially when we're with Kevin and Laura, because they're foodies. We're vegetarians, they're vegans, but we've done a lot of vegan food because it's easier for us to find restaurants with them and get us to be able to find something than the other way around. So that's why we've been doing it. Just seems we're pounding the vegan thing. And I think it's amazing. We found some great restaurants, but we found those using the Happy Cow app. That's what Kevin and Laura use, and we usually use that to find the vegetarian stuff.
You have to know that we're not vegans, we're vegetarians. We tried the vegan thing because we're traveling with Kevin and Laura, and it's just easier to go to the places they go and us find something to eat versus the opposite. They're trying to find something to eat in a totally different restaurant. But they show us this app, and you can find vegetarian and vegan and different kind of restaurants, or just veggie friendly. and they also show us a lot of tips and stuff like that. So I wish they will have a YouTube channel where they will share all this information. So that was the nice thing.
Yeah,
about
you guys
it.
need to start bugging Kevin about getting a YouTube
By
channel.
the way, Marty, you said, Lorena, you need to try the Allagash white beer. Don't talk to me about Allagash. That was like heartbreaking story.
They closed. We couldn't get to it.
We couldn't get to it because they closed very early. But anyway.
Yeah. Are we planning
Sad
on a live
story.
chat with Kevin and his wife again down the road? Yes, we did one before. It was chaos. It was actually with Kevin. It wound up being chaotic. But Lorena's beautiful inside and out. Totally agree.
Oh, no, yeah, I am. I know I am, but I also know I have my beachy face.
Kevin in Colorado might wind up looking like a mountain man more than he does now. Yeah. Good morning, Adventure Nation. Thank you, Jonathan. Top Golf. Will you knock it off, Brian? Brian and Michelle. Are you guys drinking while you're watching this, by the way? So while you guys make sure you've got your favorite brew. Lori's got her wine. I've got my apple cider. So favorite apps.
Oh, my.
Number one has got to be Allstays because it helps keep us from ripping the top of the coach off on low bridges.
Yeah. And also,
Happy Cow is great.
Allstays also allow us to find Cabela's to stay overnight, or Walmart's. What Walmart's allow you to stay overnight, which ones they don't. So I think that's my top app. Then Gas Buddy for gas prices.
Oh, Gas Buddy. Yeah.
And what is not an app, but also it's extremely helpful online is freecampsites.net.
Mhm.
That has been great too. And I would say the fourth one that we like a lot is Atlas Obscura. I think we have never talked about this.
Yeah. AtlasObscura.com
Yeah.
is how we find some of the weird stuff we find. And so that's pretty cool. Yeah, use that one. Rubber Tramp Rendezvous near Quartzsite. We are going to Quartzsite this year. So I don't know what we're going there for, but Rubber Tramp Rendezvous, I don't know. Nobody's invited us. We don't know anybody doing that.
That's the thing about being disconnected of everybody is that we don't know what's happening even in the RV world. So yeah.
Yeah, we don't watch a lot of other YouTube channels. We don't watch a lot of other YouTube unless Kevin sends me something that I have to watch. But for the most part, I didn't want to be copying other channels and what they're doing. So we try to avoid watching them so that we don't. And I know there's several channels that are very, very close in their look, but we're all like individual in certain things. Like somebody the other day said something about our videos starting to look a lot like somebody that isn't posting in a while. And I don't know what that means because I don't see other channels. So I don't know what that means. So if you guys know what they might be talking about, I don't know. I thought our videos look quite a bit different than most. Very, very similar to Keep Your Daydream and Less Junk, More Journey. Those guys are awesome. They're such great editors. If you guys don't watch their channels, you should. Best memory.
Our best memory. Oh my God, there's so many best memory.
It just all just
having
floods together.
Fun with friends to just going into places and get wowed by nature.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many of them. It's just hard to pick one.
You know, jumping off the bridge and
I think that's part of this lifestyle. And we chose to come into this lifestyle. It was just that creating memories and creating like being there, not seen on TV. I know you guys watch us and you live stuff through us, but we want to go there because we've seen also videos from other people that will go to places and we're like, we want to go there, we want to do that, and instead of just wishing, we made it happen somehow. So if you're in that iffy state, like I don't know if I should do it or I shouldn't do it, just make it happen because there's so much beautiful stuff out there.
Yeah. Edmonton Mall. No, we didn't get that far west, guys. Solar. Yes, we're going to be adding solar and I'll do videos on that when we do. Do we use a checklist? No, we don't. What's funny about that is I do use these things, and these things here are really cool. So keep on going on while I'm opening this up. Awesome that you use Samsung phones and stuff. Yes, my Samsung is my main shooter. It's crazy how good of video it takes. So these things here, like this one says doors, windows, and vents. You go up to your steering wheel and you do that, and so when you're ready to go, you can pull these off. The trouble is, one, I very rarely use these because I forget to break them out. And two, the other day I drove 30 miles down the road with 4 of these on my steering wheel like this. And I look over at Lorena and said, hopefully we've got everything that we needed. So these things are awesome. And there's one for hookups. There's one for your antenna. There's one for all that. But you actually have to use them if you want them to work. So with that being said, yeah.
Ken, where do you stay in San Diego? We have been in San Diego before, and when we stayed there was in 1,000 Trails. And also we have
Pio Pico, and once over near the Mission Bay RV resort.
I can't remember the name of that place, but it was right there on the water pretty much.
All right, something just jumped ahead. So do you guys smoke pot? No, we do not.
I have.
Lori's tried it.
I tried it before. It doesn't do anything to me. So why to smoke it when it doesn't do anything to me? So,
yeah.
No.
And I've never tried it. I've never drank in my life, never smoked dope, never smoked cigarettes. I'm a complete weirdo and probably part alien. I don't know. I have this weird thing on the back of my head where I think I was probed. I don't know. Anyways,
he's my DD.
You guys are way different than Less Junk, More Journey. Well, thanks. And not so, I mean, I love those guys. I think they're amazing as far as Nathan being an editor.
I would say
he's amazing.
Yeah. They're amazing editors and everything. They have an amazing lifestyle, but obviously they have a more family-friendly lifestyle. We don't have kids, so for us, it's just different kind of lifestyle. So I guess that shows in the videos too, the two different lifestyles.
Yeah.
So.
Do you recommend a fifth wheel or motorhome for a single mom with one child? Totally depending on your travel style. If you're going to go drive somewhere and stay there for 4 months, get a fifth wheel. Absolutely, because they've got so much room in them. They're so amazing. But if you're going to do like we do, that is town to town to town to town, and you're in and out of the thing all the time, then I would say do a Class A. Have you lost many drones? Oh, Denise, why would you ask me that? No, I haven't lost any of them. I haven't lost nothing. Not one drone. It hasn't. I crashed it one time, but I haven't lost it. It's going to fly away tomorrow. I'm looking at getting another drone, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. Video editing's the top 3 YouTubers out there. Oh my God. Thank you so much. That I'm going to cry. You guys,
I hate when you guys make me sorry. Are you still using the Master Toe dolly? Yes.
Yes, still using the Master Toe. Where did Kevin get the whistle? At a freaking candy store in New Brunswick or in PEI when I wasn't looking, and I'm gonna break that whistle in half. Just kidding about the pot. I know you guys probably didn't. Oh. Hello from Niagara Region. Hello, Julie. I wish we would have saw you when we were there. You guys got to get together with Joe and her husband when you're down there. There's Ozzy. Love your edited videos. Are great. Thank you. If not misbehaving makes you a weirdo, then lots of company. All right, Linda, that's awesome.
Wynns went to Burning Man. Will you consider it? It's like, yes. That's in my bucket list. It has been on my bucket list for a very long time. For me, it's like an art festival. For Paul, it's a different kind of festival, so he didn't want to go for the longest time. And now that he has seen videos out there of what it is, now he wants to go. Yeah.
Is it tough towing a toad? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so at all. I will say that I still love the dolly. I think that towing without it gives you more space when you're in a spot. But for me, it's just my preference because we could change to another car tomorrow. Although I found out that I can't tow a Tesla, which is really kind of annoying. I'd have to tow a Tesla 4-up. But anyways, I would still tow with the dolly because I can tow any 2-wheel drive car I want. And I like that. And I don't like those stupid things that stick out of the front of the cars and make the car look weird. So
in my opinion, is like, if that's what fits your lifestyle, then go for it. It's like, because if you're a single
4 down, 2 down.
Single woman or just an older person going down to put the pin and all that is just too hard on your back, on your knees. So just go for it. It's like whatever works for you.
You just said his drone was last seen flying out off the coast of Cocoa Beach. Jerry, talk you. Take care, buddy. Hello, Jerry's here. Let's kick this off. Yeah, Jerry. Marty's wife cut him off. The drone video is very cool. I love the drone. I'm going to get a smaller one because mine is fairly bulky. And so I'm going to get a smaller one so that I can take more drone shots because I like that. Did you guys check the sound your brakes are making? It's a big, huge coach with the rain sometimes and not. I think it's more dirt than anything. The brakes seem fine. So go ahead. But the brakes seem fine.
Are there drone restrictions in Canada?
I didn't check that. My thing about drones is don't fly them where I'm going to annoy people. I'm not going to fly them over a super quiet area where people are hiking. I'm not going to fly it over a park. I'm not going to fly it over somebody's pool while they're suntanning naked. Oh, I could do that though. That would be a good idea. No? Okay. I'm not going to use the drone for that kind of stuff. So I try to do it when it's unobtrusive to other people. And sometimes it just makes it so that I can't ever get drone shots. But
Diane, what did Kevin do for an occupation?
Kevin is a male stripper. He's a traveling male stripper, and he works at various places around the country. No, he does not. He is a security specialist on a computer.
Yeah, so all the crazy security stuff on your computer and all that stuff. He works for a company that works with other companies and their security stuff online. So he works from remotely on that. Also, he has a beard website where he sells products. And Laura is an Instagrammer and she has actually customers where she works her their social media for them. So if you have a smaller company, you want Laura to work on your social media, she can totally do that.
Yeah. Winter again, kind of just southwest, and 34 foot big enough for full timing. Absolutely, absolutely. We could full time in something a little bit smaller, Barry, because it would be easier to get in and out of certain places. But 34 feet is more than enough. What's funny is once you get out here, like we see these people buying 40 and 45 footers, and Diana and her husband that we just met in Indianapolis, Daniela and Seth, we just met them. They bought a 45 foot, 40 foot fifth wheel, which is a big coach, and it's amazing how much space you have. But I think everyone finds out that once they get on the road, they went, oops, we can get along in something a little bit smaller. But again, depends on your travel style. If you can travel in a huge coach, do it. But we thought we needed this huge thing, and now we're finding out we could probably compress that a little bit
more. And not only that, also 34 foot I think is a good size if you have a towed vehicle, because then you can just leave your home in a park or your home at the Boondocking place and then just with the car to other place. Because at the beginning he was not going to bring a towed, and it's when we went to Mesa Verde and we couldn't bring the RV over there. So
right. There's certain areas we couldn't drive into.
We were like very limited what we could do. So at that point, towed was a necessity.
Yeah.
Lori, my wife's only fear about going full time is the bathroom situation. Was it hard to get used to for you?
What do you mean? Like the sounds coming out of there?
It's
ridiculous.
It's the same situation as a house bathroom. I mean, you have to have composting toilet. If you go with a regular toilet, it's just like same situation. I mean, there is nothing different to it.
Yeah, you got to get over the whole like people can hear you and things. I mean, obviously,
walls are thin.
Walls are thin. We're together all the time. The fact that you can hear each other tinkling, whatever, you just get over it.
I had male stripper. That's funny.
66, and for Christmas, the son gave him a drone. Awesome. What? Chris, why would you give it back to him? Learn to fly that bad boy. Don't give it back to him. Male stripper just scared the hell out of me.
Does your family follow your YouTube channel? It's funny that you say that because my mom is my number one fan. My mom, like, she always tells me how do I look if I didn't do something right, or I mean, it's my number one fan, my number one critic. My sisters, I don't think they have the time. They have busy lives, so they watch it whenever they have a chance, but they don't really too much. But when we're in London, we met Diane and Steve, and they came by the campsite to say hello, and his mom was there, and his mom was like, "How do you know each other?" And
they said, like, from
YouTube, and they're like, "What do you mean YouTube?" She doesn't even watch YouTube.
She didn't know. She didn't know that we had a channel for the last almost year and a half. So that's funny.
And like, he has ADD. His mom also has ADD, so she cannot sit down and watch one video.
Yeah, a little bit tough. So somebody said they need to talk to Kevin and about system security. Just shoot him a message on Facebook.
Okay. Do you think you will upgrade a newer RV next year? That has been a lot in our chats lately, upgrading to a new RV, because every time we go to a show, we have gone to the manufacturers tours and all that, and every time we see new coaches, it's like, oh my god, I want one so bad. And we have one in mind that we like, probably for full time in 30 foot, but we're going to Mexico. So taking a brand new coach, probably a Class 8 to Mexico, not the best idea. Then we're going towards Alaska, and it's going to be rocky, and it's going to be shaking the crap out of the coach. So we thought maybe it's not the best time to do that. That's one. And two, we have not found a great layout. Like, we have here in our coach 2 full closets, like big closets. We have not found it out in any other coach.
Yeah.
So if you know about one, coach that is around the 32-foot there is that have 2 full-size closets, let us know.
I need to say hi to Chris and Sherry from Technomedia. I see that they're here. And yeah, it sucks that we can't tow a Tesla flat, right?
Oh,
they told me a week ago we stopped in and yeah, no go.
We went to actually the dealership of Tesla a week ago, and he was like a little kid. He's like, I want my Tesla, and we walk in and they told us no.
We were going solar, and the fact that we can, charge while we're driving, charge while we're at campgrounds. It'll be free fuel. It'll be amazing. And everywhere we've been, as far as museums and stuff, they all have chargers. Yeah, just blew that. So, Hi guys, thanks for stopping by and checking us out. I wish we had known you guys were doing a live chat tonight, and we need to hook up with you guys one of these days. I wanted Lori to initially do a boat, and she killed that. So now I'm watching you guys and gonna talk her into a boat.
How small of an RV? 30 foot. I think that's our ideal number. Less than that, we're compromising a lot. More than that, I think 34, 35 max tops.
No, less than that, I'll be compromising because we'll lose the second closet, and then she'll have a closet, I won't.
And we will be killing each other. To be honest with you, we'll be killing each other.
Absolutely. Do you think we'll upgrade to a newer RV next year? That would be awesome. So, Sean, if you could send the check to Paul and Lorena Charron, 75. No, we would love to have a new coach. And every time we visited this couple in London, Ontario, when we were there, and we walked in Diana and Steve's coach, and it's a brand new coach. And I wanted to come back here and pour gasoline on this and burn it to the ground, but Lori wouldn't let me. So I'm torn. I would love to have a bright, brand new, shiny coach, but this works for us. And that's what's more important to me than looking good for the Joneses. Keeping up with the Joneses is never a good thing. So
I went through that question, by the way.
No, a new coach.
Yep.
Paul, when did you come to the USA? I came to USA in 1988.
We try not to talk about years.
Yeah, we don't talk about years because there's like a little bit of an age difference here. So when I talk about doing something in 1988 when she was 6, yeah, it's just we avoid those questions.
Technomedia, as well as Gone with the Wynns, have switched to cruiser boat. Any future plans? No. Not really on the boat side, so no.
Michael Irvin, missed your video as our RV burned to the ground. I am so sorry to hear that. I saw the pictures online, and I want to tell you, Michael, you guys are amazing. Always sharing our stuff on Facebook. Thank you so much, and thank your wife. And I've just blanked on her friggin' name, but thank you guys so much.
Now I remember about the picture. He showed me the picture. Horrible.
I showed him the pictures and stuff.
I'm so sorry about you losing your coach on a fire.
Yep.
Everybody well though.
So Gone with the Wynns and Technomedia both switched to boats, and any plan for us. And I wanted to do that first, but didn't happen. So we're gonna have to work on that. Editing software I recommend. Here's the deal. You got to find something that works for you. I use Adobe Premiere Pro, CC. It has an enormous learning curve, but it's also, in my opinion, the best of the best. But there's so many out there. You can use Sony Vegas. You can use Final Cut Pro. There's a bunch of different ones. Just find one that works for you. It's going to depend on the complexity of your videos and how much you want them to look more like movies. We wanted ours to be kind of have that like a travel show feel. So I still don't know how to use it.
Can you tell he's the one that does edit 10? Because I have no idea about that. So would you consider a travel trailer? No, I don't think like for our needs and how we like to travel. I mean, like we said before, we like to be driving on rain, stopping, and then going back to the bathroom, going back to cook, and not getting out of the vehicle. So I think it's just a different way of traveling. Yes.
Chris and Cherie, if you're still here, where are you guys now? Are you in the boat? You're in the boat, obviously, but where are you guys?
Have you ever made a video on how much it costs to live in RV parks? No, I don't think we're going to do any video concerning money-wise, how much we spend on RV parks or fuel or anything like that. It's a very touchy subject. Not everybody travels the way we do. Some people think we overpay for a lot of stuff. Some people say it's extremely cheap the way we live. So we're never going to make anybody happy. So we're just going to stay away from that one.
Yeah. Do we ever do geocaching? No, we don't. I don't know much about that. I've heard about it, but haven't done any of that yet. The Air Force Museum, David, was freaking amazing. And we didn't spend near enough. We spent 5 hours in there, which we thought, it's plenty of time. It wasn't. We need more like 3 days. So do you exercise while on the road?
We should.
That's the
more.
funniest thing I've ever
Our
heard.
exercising comes from bicycling around
Yeah.
and walking around, hiking once in a while. We've been talking about putting more hiking into our traveling because just for the exercising part of it. And once in a while, we will do yoga, more like when we remember about it than anything, but that's about it.
Right.
So next.
So yeah. Videos coming. Videos are super. Editing's the bomb. Thank you so much, Super C. Sorry we missed you guys when we were in Fort Wilderness. Have you put in LED lights? We have replaced the majority of our LED lights. I, being a dummy, went with cheaper LEDs, and Lori doesn't like the color.
They suck. But it's a good thing.
They don't suck. She just doesn't like the color.
They suck. We need to go to a better brand, period. It's like, and a color that I like, so it doesn't look like an office. So yes.
Who's the most interesting person you have met on the road?
Oh, there's
interesting or weird? Like
weird.
Kevin is the most interesting, I think, and weird. But we've met so many great people. I mean, there are so many amazing people.
Interesting is so subjective. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, we cannot just say interesting person. It's very subjective. That
favorite vegetarian and vegan restaurant. I'll tell you what. It has to be close to that La Grosse Lux in Montreal. It was amazing. It was awesome.
There has been a few amazing.
Chris and Cherie, they're currently in Tavernier, Florida. Cool. Not in Tropical Storm. I saw that they did Irma too.
That's so
yeah. You guys don't want to become storm junkies.
But a lot of great vegan restaurants in New York too. New York City, amazing restaurants.
I love your upbeat attitude and humor. Keep it up. Well, everyone thinks that I'm too hard on people and things and places. I didn't think so. I thought we were trying to be pretty upbeat.
Lorena looks 20 years old. Talks like she is 40-year-old. Cool.
Yes.
Well, I'm not 28, but yeah, I talk probably like 40-year-old. But
Lori's 35, and all of our friends say she has an old soul.
Say my age?
Oh, stop. She's older than she looks.
She shouldn't say my age, though.
Yeah, but we call her the old soul because she listens to jazz music and she does speak like she's 40 years old. So
what would you do differently if you were starting today? What was the largest surprise? Is Kevin really an alien? Yes, Kevin is an alien. And what would you do differently starting today? I really don't know.
I would go smaller. I would start with a smaller coach if possible, like 30 feet.
I don't know. I mean, I think the 34 is not out of whack. Still a very nice and doable size.
Largest surprise. How much we absolutely love it and how amazing this country is and how much amazing stuff is out here.
And how there is so much to see.
So much
and
to
so
see.
little time. And you're just crossing through this little road. So yeah, it's like a lot to see.
Wakefield, Massachusetts at the Omelet House. We missed your restaurant, the Dev Depot. The Depot. On the jump of the bridge was the point of the person guarding the bridge. The point of the person guarding the bridge in PEI is a CYA. It's cover your ass. She says, don't jump, but then they don't stop you from jumping. So it's basically, she is there to say that I told them not to jump and they did anyway. They actually sell. I bought my trunks in the gift shop. They sell trunks so that you can do that.
But I understand that specific spot when the tide is higher. The current's a lot stronger, so it might pull somebody towards the ocean or something like that. And
so she's actually a lifeguard. Yeah. So she's there as a lifeguard.
Yes.
Lorena has to be 40 years old. Cannot have a bitch face till after 30. She's after 30.
I am after 30. Do you drive, Lorena? Do you drive the coach? No, not as much, but I should. We were just talking about it too, that I need to start driving it more because we met Danielle and Seth in Indianapolis, and she drives her 45-foot coach everywhere. So yeah, I should be more daring about doing it and just learn how to do it.
Larry, we'd look fabulous in a smart car. Bite your tongue. Go to the Aviation Museum in December. Any important advice? The Aviation Museum in Dayton, Ohio, take a lot of time, like 3 days. It's craziness. It's awesome. Love the back roads. We do too. I love back roads.
Kevin hated them.
Yeah.
He didn't like that.
Bob Parent is on board Martha's Vineyard Ferry. Really? Bob, like right now? That's amazing.
I love Martha's Vineyard. Talking about one of favorite places.
Martha's Vineyard was awesome.
Was a surprise. We loved it.
So good. So good.
Yeah, don't keep up with the Joneses. That's why I am restoring a 30-foot 1989 Aero coach.
That's what I'm talking about.
And a lot of people are going retro right now. They're buying older coaches and making them beautiful inside. It's pretty amazing.
What was the biggest scare so far? Letting Lori drive the coach while I wasn't here. No. Paul, you sure married up. Jim, I am not a blind man. I know that. I have a mirror. I know that.
Thank you.
Bears,
Jim.
people, Kevin. Yeah, no, Kevin is awesome. You guys, Kevin is a big teddy bear. I will tell you a story about Kevin that endeared me to him forever. When we were in Orlando, Florida, I had to rush back to Las Vegas. Literally, it was a phone call in the morning, first thing in the morning at like 8 o'clock. By 1 o'clock, I was on an airplane flying back to Vegas for business. And during that time, I had texted Kevin and said, hey, man, I got to fly back to Las Vegas on business. And he said, let me know if Lorena needs me to come down and help move the coach. He goes, I'm just up the road. Just up the road was Atlanta, Georgia. It's 5 to 6 hours away. And he was going to drive down to help Lori with anything she needed as far as moving the coach, getting it to another campground, him and Laura both. So that to me, man, that really just endeared him to me. And I knew that he was my brother from another mother.
Yeah, he's a super nice guy for sure.
Where do we put the litter box? We don't have a litter box. We just let Ozzy go outside.
Behind the passenger seat. So basically behind.
Oh, yeah, we do have a litter box.
My seat. So I need to clean it every time, like we're somewhere. Yeah, just to keep it clean.
Do you have a home too? No, we do not. We sold it all,
everything.
Madeline. If you go back to some of the earlier videos that we documented getting out of the house and how that stuff was scary. So we just sold it all. The worst that happened, we get another house somewhere. We rent another house or buy another house.
That was my mindset when I transitioned to, okay, let's do it full time. It was like, what's worst scenario? The worst can happen. I don't like it. We go back to Vegas and just get another home. That was it.
Yeah.
That was the worst can happen. Do any of you have difficulties keeping your wardrobe to a minimum? I do. I have a hard time. I try to apply the rule one new item in, one has to go, but sometimes I fail to do that. And right now I have to go through my closet. You never finish downsizing. You're always taking stuff out of your coach all the time.
Missed out on a free breakfast or lunch at the depot. Where's that? Let's go. Do we have time to get there now? Oh, it's in Boston. So if you're in Boston, go to check out the depot. By the way, we have a viewer, Stephen Pease, who's been awesome. He's been around since the very beginning. He wrote a book, and I don't have the information with you. I'll post it on Facebook so that you guys can go check out his new book. I don't know if it's any good or not. I don't read, but it's a thing about Jack the Ripper. And so he is a former police officer in Toronto. So I'll get that information. So
Are
you
you
guys can
meeting
check
out
that
with
out.
Kevin this year? I don't think so. I don't think this year. Until next year, we'll be in the.
We're going to avoid Kevin at all costs this year. Really, we're planning on maybe meeting up with Laura, but not Kevin.
Trying to avoid Kevin.
Yeah, I saw somewhere in there, guys. There's so many questions rolling through here. We're trying to do them all, but do we do our own service work? Yes, I do everything on the coach. It has not been into a shop one time since we've owned it. One, because it's a pain in the ass to get anything done. If you ask Chris and Cherie, they had their coach worked on, and it takes forever to get stuff done. And they'll say, oh, it's going to take a week, and it takes 2, or the part didn't come in or whatever. So we order the parts. Whenever it comes in, I do the work. And I've got a video coming up on the TPMS system because Lori wanted safety first. So the TPMS system is the first thing she wanted me to get. So I did. I bought it immediately, and any day now I plan on installing it. It's only been 10 months.
10 months on the road, and he has not installed that TPMS. Well, it's you mentioned giving a tour in the last chat later. Well, it's later. I don't know what he's
Show them
waiting
the
for.
RV, Lori. She's still painting the bathroom. The bathroom has 40 colors in there. It's crazy. Alan, if you go to Canada next summer, does that mean I won't see you back in PA till 2019? Yeah. Unfortunately, we won't be partying with the Amish until at least 2019.
But come and visit us.
Hello from Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, we don't have to go to PA. Come to us, and we will go on vacation.
Steve challenges me to a game of crokinole. Oh, my God. I haven't seen that word or game in I don't know how long.
I don't even know what that is.
Have you been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland? No, we have not. We're this close, but we're not going to make it. There's a few things, guys, that we're this close, and we're like, within 40 miles, one way or the other of the freeway, and you just drive by it and you don't get to it. That's just the way it is.
I know you carry bear spray. Is that for Kevin?
Yes, it is. Bear spray is, yes, for Kevin. That's awesome. I love your love story. Should be in a movie on our favorite channel, Hallmark.
Hallmark. Oh my God.
I knew I was going to catch hell for the Hallmark statement. We were actually in the RV store today, and they were watching the Hallmark channel. It was pretty awesome. Kevin has a free site at Camp Picket. Wow. Brian and Michelle. Does Michelle know that you offer that up?
Probably not.
Brian, probably not.
Please
hi to my husband, Bernie. Hey, Bernie. How are you, Bernie? Your wife is an awesome person. She's the nicest person we've never met.
Thank you for sharing your experiences. And I lost it. So,
yep.
Hello from Tampa, Florida. Do you have much in storage? No, we have a tiny little storage, and we have just like 5 boxes of documents that we have to keep because of business. And we have
5 by 5. That's it.
Yeah. 2 tables. And yeah. Oh, and when he used to go, he was a golf pro. It's like he has an actual bag he used to tour with. So we kept that as an emotional thing.
Plans for the next 12 months. From here, we're going to head down towards El Paso, Christmas, San Diego, early next year, Baja, Mexico, Alaska. And then after that, we have no idea. Why gas over diesel? Because I'm a cheap bastard. No, that wasn't it at all.
No.
I wanted to be able to work on the coach. When somebody asked about servicing the coach, if it was a diesel, I would not be able to service it. I knew a V10 or V8, I could work on the thing and have no problems with it. And we have traveled now, not quite coast to coast. We have not had one situation where the diesel coach would have been a huge advantage over the gas coach, except for Cape Breton Island coming down the hills. Not so much going up. Going up, we had no problem pulling the hills. Coming down when you don't have the engine brake, it can be a little scary, but I've driven for a while, so I know how to control speed. And we used the tow haul mode, so that was better. But the gas thing was really for me simply so I could repair it. Gas right now is much cheaper than diesel, and
here in the
it
US,
just happened to be here in the US.
Canada is opposite.
And then opposite. Too many shoes, Steve. I got rid of all my shoes.
And I have to say too, is like I don't know. Gas seems to be just fine with us. We don't have problems going up and down hills. Everybody worries about the hills. We don't seem to have a problem, but also we have weight ourselves and we're not overweight. So I'm sure a lot of people on the road, they're overweight. Yeah.
Do you connect with folks in campgrounds? Or is it rare you find yourself next to people you enjoy? No, we connect with people in the campgrounds every now and then.
It's funny.
But we're very rarely in the campground. We park and then we're gone doing stuff.
We usually are not hanging out outside just with a glass of wine, just chatting to people. We are outside exploring in the city or somewhere else, so we're in the RV working or doing errands, just washing dishes and cooking, stuff like that. So it's just hard for us to actually be that social. But if you see us that we're on a campground or something like that, just come and say hello. We'll be okay.
I've seen every video, and Lori never wears the same outfit.
That's not true. I'm wearing a lot of the same stuff over and over again.
Pack in Maine, not in the shop once, knock on wood. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't have said it. Do you like doing a live show? It's fun. It's just for us, it's hard because then we can't get to all the questions because they're just. But yeah, we love doing live because we get to interact with you guys and yeah. So you don't own a house, so where to now? Meaning the winter. We're just heading south and west.
Where it's warmer.
Christmas in El Paso, Texas, with my daughter, grandkids, and Lori's folks.
Does Kevin have a house? No.
Nope.
They sold it too.
Nope, and we don't have a home. Do a video on the TPMS install. Yes, we are planning on trying to do that. I wanted to do it today, but then that didn't happen.
Today. It wasn't going to happen today.
No.
It's like 30-40 degrees out. It's just cold.
Yeah. RV tour. Another one for an RV tour. Coming through San Antonio. Randy, I want to meet you because you're a crazy bastard. And guys, when I'm live, I'm sorry, but my language is going to be completely different in the video because I can't edit it out. So I apologize for that in advance. And if you've don't watch live with your kids because
hopefully kids are already in bed.
Yeah, so. They should be in bed. Don't watch live with your kids. But I want to meet you too. Don't think we're going to make it to San Antonio. As close as we're going to get is Dallas, Texas.
We're not sure.
We're not sure. We've got some other folks down there though that we need to get down there. Glacier next summer, maybe. What area has been your favorite? So hard to lock down a favorite because there's different areas for different things. Hiking in Big Bend, Martha's Vineyard for bicycling, the hike in Maine. It's
I
crazy.
would say areas beach wise, obviously Florida Keys. We love the Florida or Siesta Key was also amazing. But when it comes to mountains and hiking, I think Cape Breton was amazing too. So go to Cape Breton.
Do the neighbors know your name? Our neighbors like next to us here? No, we haven't met anybody here.
And in this campground, we almost can touch their window.
Yeah, they can actually sit at their picnic table and use our slide out as a backrest. It's awesome.
Here in Louisville, there's no free camping, and the only campgrounds around all have horrible reviews. So there was no win situation here.
Wait, the Chevy Bolt is all electric and towable on a tow dolly. Yeah. So it's front wheel drive?
Yeah, the Bolt B, not the V.
Yeah, the Bolt. Well, we might have to check into that. We might have to look at that. Do you know where to find interesting places in all the towns and cities you travel to and through? There's an app called Field Trip that's great for finding information in places like this. This week, I asked what to do in Louisville, and man, there was a flood of stuff, which was really, really cool. But normally we use Atlas Obscura, and we use, now we're starting to use Field Trip, and that was Diana and Steve in London that told us about that. But Atlas Obscura gives you some really cool, crazy stuff. And just over an hour. Which engine does your motorhome have? We have the Ford V10. So we have the 6.8 liter Ford V10. And again, so far, so good. It's been a rock.
When you're in Vancouver Island, Run Diesel would like to meet us. It's like, absolutely. It's like, we'll be there next year, hopefully.
Yep. Again, Facebook. If you guys don't follow us on Facebook, it's the best place to find out where we are currently. So that when we check in.
Did you see any moose in Canada?
We did not see any moose in Canada.
I think they're a myth.
They're like unicorns. They just.
I mean, you can see signs everywhere, but you don't see one. I
found you through the Traveling with Robert channel. We love traveling with Robert. Amazing guy. That guy, with his smooth, sickly voice about where he is traveling, is so good. I like it so much. Sorry, I don't know if Robert's watching, but he's awesome. And a little tidbit about his videos, guys. He does all of his own music.
Yes, that's pretty incredible.
It's incredible. Crazy. He does his own music. I wish I could do that. I have a harmonica. I could do my own music. No, okay. Thanks for watching, Jen. We really appreciate it. Why a car dolly over a tow bar? Because I don't like those little stupid things that stick out the front of the car.
Bad. He just makes a big deal about it.
No, they're ugly.
He's not that bad.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The tow dolly for me was easy to be able to switch cars. Anything that's front wheel drive, switch to a new car anytime we want.
Now,
which of course
I would say the one thing about the tow dolly, if you're gonna get one, you that's a must, learn how to back it up.
Back it up.
Because
we don't disconnect
We don't disconnect it. We just back it up. If you have to disconnect it every single time, it becomes a pain in your rear. So learn how to back it up. Because
it's a pain to handle, but we just back it up. We just don't disconnect the thing. So it's kind of easy. What kind of mileage do we get? 6.8. Does your tow dolly have brakes? Yes, it has surge brakes. Did you ever finally get to see a moose? No, we did not. Gas, $1.20 a liter now in Toronto. Yeah, $4.80 a gallon.
For a liter. Yeah.
Are you doing your own solar installation? Yes, I am, even though Lori does not want me to do that.
That is scary, but you know what? It's like, let's see.
Silver Horse, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Got to run. Guys, we'll see you later. This is how we roll, the Disney folks. Got to love them. Hello from Dallas. We are heading to Dallas, so hopefully we get to meet some of you folks in Dallas when we're there. We're going to go see a Mavericks game. Hey, reach out. Let Mark Cuban know that we'd like tickets to the Mavericks game. I can't hear a word you guys are saying, but I totally agree with you. Jerry, why can't you hear us? Jerry, why can't you hear us? Jerry from El Paso.
Jeez. Move on.
Kevin the Moose. Yes.
Lorena. ¿Van a México en el RV o en el futuro? Like if we're going with RV to Mexico in the future? Yes, we
are. Answer them in Spanish.
Sí, vamos a ir hacia Baja California más o menos a principios de febrero. So sí.
Yeah.
Never heard me speak Spanish before, have you?
Sí, that's all I know. Sí. You feel moving too fast. Yes and no. And that happens. Every channel says the same thing. I think Chris and Cherie said the same thing. Everybody does. When you first get in the RV, it's like... And so that's why lately we've been trying to like just spend 3-4 days in a place, which is still not even enough.
That's still even fast. Like most of
Yeah.
the people we know, they have been traveling for 5, 6, 7 years on the road. They stay probably 1 to 2 weeks in one same place to really discover all that area. So yes, we're still traveling too fast, even at 3-4 day pace.
Traveling with Bruce. Can't wait for the June 2018 TPS install video. He knows me already. That's awesome.
It's going
to come right after the backup video on how to back up a coach.
Are you going with lithium for install? We've been talking about it, and we're leaning towards it actually, just because of the weight itself. But we still don't know. We're still not sure. 100% sure.
Lorena, do you trade commodities for a living? Trades a little bit of everything.
Exchange, it's securities, commodities. It's like I trade a little bit of everything, pretty much.
Yeah, boondocking out west, absolutely. The boondocking out west is awesome. How come when you guys are driving around the Millers, you always have to drive? Would you get in a passenger seat with Kevin driving? Are you crazy? Especially they have a stick and Kevin can't drive the stick, so Laura would always be the one having to drive. I just outed Kevin on YouTube. Kevin, you need to learn how to drive a stick, buddy.
It's usually us.
Yeah. What is your business in Vegas? We have an auto detailing company, and we take care of the Rolls-Royce and limousine fleet for the Wynn and Encore Hotel there. We've been there 10 years now. The hotel is awesome to work with, and we love doing it. We have a phenomenal crew there in Las Vegas. Anna and the guys, we just love them to death.
They do an amazing job. Yeah. Hello from Sylvia and Johnny in Bahaba.
Bahaba.
Maine.
John, Sylvia, what's happening?
Very fun couple.
Love the language, Paul. Sorry, Lori. Lori always calls me out on my language.
I know. She should.
Pros and cons of live show. Cons: cannot edit out the bloopers. Pros: do not have to do 6 hours of editing. Yes. Bingo.
Yes, absolutely.
Field trip app rocks. Yes. Yeah. Do I have a windshield washer? Oh, you're not going to start with me on the windshield, are you? Oh, you're mad.
He's a windshield washer himself.
Yeah, I'm the windshield washer. Who is that?
And he tries to do it as much as he can, but then you wash it and literally you go on the road and literally 5 to 10 minutes later, all the bugs are just piling up. So it is what it is. We try to do our best, but it is what it is.
424 people watching. Yeah, I know, that's freaky. Whew, that's just scary. How often do you change your V10's oil? Every 8,000 miles or so, 8 to 10,000 miles. The whole 3,000 miles thing is absolute garbage. That's oil company stuff. It is so not necessary when you're using synthetics now. Synthetics are so good. And I know it's cheap insurance, so I always hear that. But for me, it's a couple hours of my time that I don't need to do unless I have to.
Mr. Roboto, I actually like the salty language, especially when it's sometimes in quietly drop in the video. More authentic to me. Oh, well, that will be him. The salty language right there.
Yeah, I can't. I tried salty language at first and people jumped on me. And then I've met some of the kids that watch and then I feel bad that the salty language is there. So trailer have brakes. Yes, we have brakes.
Yeah, most in Canada have to go further north.
Yeah, I agree.
More than Cape Breton. It's like...
Well, north and west, like further out west.
Well, I know that there's a lot of more moose on the west side of Canada and the US as well. So in the East Coast, very counted. So yeah, maybe next year.
You'll see moose on their way to Alaska. Yes. Kevin's beard all growing out for his upcoming snow sledding competition this winter. I believe so. Peace, Dove. What's happening? Where's Ozzy? He was around here earlier. We had him out. I don't know where he is now. Let's hear you two sing.
Oh,
I don't think so. Should we do Islands in the Stream? That is what we are. No.
I don't sing.
If someone gave you a $10 million mansion, would you trade all the experiences you've had over the last year? Both have to answer that.
What?
If someone gave us a $10 million mansion, would we trade our experiences over the last year?
Absolutely not. That will sell the mansion, go and get the experiences.
See, I knew that was coming. Like you didn't.
Go and get the experiences and then come back and just buy like a $2 million mansion.
Yeah, there's so many answers to that. Like, how long do we have to keep the mansion? Is there an out clause where we can sell it a little bit later on, buy a bigger, nicer motorhome, and then So here's the thing, guys. We traded. We didn't have a mansion by any means. We had a very, very nice house in a nice neighborhood in Las Vegas. We have a great business there. We have great friends and stuff in Las Vegas. And we traded all of that for the experiences because we started to realize especially after Lorena's dad passed away, I had friends passing away in Canada like there's no tomorrow. And it was really a wake up call to us. Like,
live your life,
live our life, and all the stuff doesn't matter. So we traded that stuff for the experiences, and what we've experienced over the last 10 months has been absolutely phenomenal. And we've got to meet all of you guys, or we're slowly meeting you guys, but we get to know you guys online. Solex, who asked us that question, we know you guys through the online interaction,
because
and
also
that's hard to beat.
Your personality comes through the screen, so we get to know you too as well. So there's so many people we feel close to you guys just through the screen or through the comments. So thank you for that. But yeah, we trade everything for the experiences for sure.
Yeah, Charlestown State Park, 20 minutes north of Louisville. Great sites, lots of room. Everything in Louisville kind of is not great. So yeah, 20 minutes north wouldn't be a bad idea, but we wanted to stay really close to everything that's going on here. So we picked some of these, and they are inner city parking lot style campgrounds. But this one here, the people have been super nice. So we're going to hang out here, but we always appreciate knowing where these other things are.
Campground. Stacy, when are you coming to Nassau, Bahamas?
When are we getting invited?
We didn't get an invitation.
Yeah, did you get an invite from Stacy to come to the Bahamas? No.
We've been there.
We have been there 3 times on the boat.
Love it. We rented.
We drove there on a scooter.
We rented a scooter. We went around the island, and they drive there on the opposite side of the road.
And I had a hard time getting used to that.
He had a hard time. So every time he will do a turn, he will be on the wrong side of the road in a scooter with traffic coming in. So yeah, it was always scary. Piece of, I'm going to go and look for Ozzy.
Yeah, I have no stupid stick out things on my tote. Friends of mine don't even know we have an RV. That's awesome. Yeah, if you can get some kind of hookup where you don't have the things sticking out the front, that's awesome. I just hate that when I see it on cars, that especially when you have a very nice car. I see some of these guys. I saw a guy the other day with a Lincoln Continental with those things sticking out the front, and it just drives me nuts because of the detailing company. He's right there. Yeah. He's coming out. Oh, okay, he's coming out. Peace out. We're getting Ozzy. You'll find moose on your hood. How much you spend on gas average? We get 6.6, and I didn't remember answering that earlier. We get 6.6 miles to the gallon. So it is all over the board, Linda, because some months we travel more than others. So all you do is, I think any gas coach that's the V10 Ford is going to get between 6 and 7 miles a gallon. So go 6.5, divide that for the amount of miles that you think you're going to drive a month, and that's going to be your fuel.
I'm forcing Ozzy to be here for Piso.
Canadian gallons are bigger. Yes, they are by just a little bit. UK. Good night. Thanks, Pack and Maine. Good night. Bye, guys. Thanks. Folks leaving. I get it. Bob and Cheryl, how are you? Will we stop in Phoenix? Yes, we'll be rolling through Phoenix this year. So we'll see you guys in Phoenix. We'll be close. I don't know if we'll make it all the way up into Phoenix. We might be just going across 8 all the way over. So is the tow dolly hard on the front of the car itself? No, I don't think it is that hard. I mean, towing 4 down and on a tow dolly, neither one of them is great for the front of your car, especially if it's a front wheel drive car. It's just not great for the front end. You're twisting and turning stuff. Now, obviously, if you have a 4 down car, you're going to leave the key in the accessory position so that the wheels are unlocked so they turn. I don't do that. I lock it so that we don't have to have the car turned on or an accessory or anything. I load it up and it stays that way. I try to do as few really sharp turns as possible. So I don't think it's that hard on the front. Safe travels. Thanks, guys. Do a video when you do the solar install. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to put then a formal end date or end time. It's going to be probably 9:30. That it will be Eastern time. That will be 8 minutes. Yeah, because otherwise he can go for another hour and a half here. I'm just mean. I know. I just bought a GoPro session. I love it. Isn't it cool? Yeah, like tiny little thing. You can go anywhere. What you can do. It's pretty amazing.
We are looking to purchase used Class A. Do you think there's much difference between a V8 and V10? Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if anything comes with a V8 unless they're really old, Charles. So I would do the V10 if possible. It's still a lot of coach to try and move. So you want a bigger engine.
Oh, I just want to
Harley Davidson, baby.
I just want to say something very quick. If you're thinking about buying a coach, try to buy, and I know it doesn't apply for the people already bought it, but try to buy something used. Why? One, depreciation, but the second one is because you still don't know the way you like to travel. Right. You might switch within 6 months or 8 months because you learn how you like to travel. So just buy something used, something cheaper that you can get rid of if needed. And if you feel like Class A is your thing, it's what you like, then go and upgrade in a year or 6 months or whatever.
Dude on the Move. The game's on. I don't know what game that is.
I have
So
no idea.
yeah, average distance that you travel, boy, it varies from 50 miles to 200 miles in a day. We've really been trying to keep it under 100 miles, and that way we can do more stuff, and that allows me to travel, do some editing on travel days.
Quick hop, yeah.
Yeah, Car Caddy is the best, Steve. It's the absolute best. Car Caddy 3.
How do you keep Ozzy from running away when you let him outside? My cat will take off. As long as they get used to their RV being their home and their safe place, they will not run away. If they feel this is just like a vehicle, like you're taking them to the vet or something like that, they will run away. So step by step.
Solar install video, September 2018. Bruce, you're killing me. But it's probably true.
Which GoPro model do you have?
We have the Hero 4 Sessions. It's a little square one.
We're thinking of upgrading, actually.
June, we'll see you guys out on the road. Current route taking you down 65 on your way to Dallas. Yes, we are coming down to Dallas, Dave and Barb. How many kids do you have? Love your channel. I have a son who's 23 or 24 now, and my daughter is 27 or 28. It's horrible that I don't know those things,
28.
but
23 and 28.
I don't know how old I am or Lori is. Do you have a top 5 list? Favorite videos were Williamsburg, Charleston, Fort William, Bar Harbor, and Hopewell Rocks. Boy, those are pretty good. I mean, those are all pretty good. Have you ever watched the Deal Guy videos? No, don't know what that is. Cool stuff and great deals.
I have to watch it.
Now, World Series. Oh, I didn't know they were still playing. Hockey was over. Just kidding. It's baseball. I'm hoping we can snag you guys to come to Quartzsite in January. We'll be to Quartzsite, Don, in January. We just don't know early January, mid-January, somewhere around in there. It'll be like the first 2 to 3 weeks of January. We'll be at Quartzsite. Pop-up camper and camp a lot at Disney's Fort Wilderness. It's awesome.
We love it.
Just awesome.
Lorena, keep a leash on Paul. Right.
Brian.
Always.
Really, Brian, you need to stop drinking. Stop drinking right now.
So did you cross on the ferry?
On the ferry to where? Did we cross to? We crossed on a ferry to a lot of different places. But if you're talking from Canada to the U.S., yeah, we did. I know. Leafs are losing. Thank God.
Thank God.
Ferry. Did you cross on the ferry? Nope. Still didn't get it, Marie. Try it again. Red Wings, take your pick. You have such a kind smile, Lorena.
Oh, thank you, Donna. Oh. What is your best travel speed on interstate type driving? Oh.
Okay, when I'm not traveling with Kevin and Laura, I'm a 55 guy. And I'm a speeder. I love going fast, but in the coach, I just don't see any reason for it. Lori and I are just hanging out. We're watching the stuff go by. And so I do 55 and I just hang out in the right lane and just cruise. But when I'm with Kevin and Laura, I have to do 60 to 65 or I get left in the dust. It's just ridiculous.
It's because their coach is more badass, I guess.
Can you share your past trips, the routes you take? Sure. I mean, I've been trying to do more of that in videos, Joyce. Put the map where I'm going. I don't have time to blog it on top of doing the videos. So I would like to do that, but I don't know how I would do that.
Yeah, Dave and Barb, Balloon Festival in New Mexico 2019. We have such a long bucket list. I mean, we have the Balloon Festival, we have the Kentucky Derby in our mind. We have so many things in our mind, but it's just so hard to get to all of them. So hopefully, 2019 we will make it. Maybe even 2018. We're not sure we'll be back by then, but yeah, it's in our mind, just not sure when.
Carl, thanks for watching. We got hooked on this whole travel thing in Texas now.
Yeah, Bourbon Trail Tour, non-drinker. Sounds like fun, Ted.
We're both DDs, Ted. I'm the designated driver. She's the designated drinker. It's actually kind of fun.
I'm not used to drinking like really like hard liquor like that, but I'm gonna give it a shot for the Bourbon Trail.
John, I was a member to go solar. I remember, John. I remember.
Okay.
Quartzsite Fest, yes. Paul, were you as crazy as a kid you are now? Lori can answer that. She met all my high school buddies and heard all the stories this last trip.
It was even crazier. So yeah, he has toned it down. So you can imagine how he used to be.
Have I made up with Ozzy? My nose looks much better. I know, right? Like, look at this. How could he? Like, I mean, it's an easy target. I could see why he did that, but yeah, he's all right. Tampa Bay Lightning. I remember the close call in the head-on video. Any other close calls? No, that was the worst and the only. Norm, what's happening?
There's one guy that he just basically
like
out in front of us.
Yeah, that's in our North Bay video, but we were only doing like 30 miles an hour.
So we were able to go around it. How about the internet on the road? Well, it has been great. We have T-Mobile, we have AT&T, so it's not one is the other one that works. So we have not been in spots that nothing works. It's not been bad.
Like, the campground Wi-Fi's always suck. So the best one was the little Three Oaks and a Pine in New Orleans. Their Wi-Fi rocked there. So, but they only had 28 sites. So, Solex comparing me to your granddad. Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Okay, well, I think it's
Super C. We'll see ya.
It's time to go. Time to say goodbye for us too. And thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for all your questions. We're here for that, for answering your questions, whatever. If you're going on the road soon and you have any question, if you're already on the road and you're wondering what we do with our coach or that kind of stuff, is like, feel free to always ask us anything. Yeah, so we really appreciate you tuning in.
Try to get back to you guys as quick as I can. Sometimes it's not as quick as you'd like. Sometimes it takes a week to answer an email or Facebook because the stuff. There's so many questions and things, and I really want to answer it all. It's just really hard. But we really appreciate you guys, and thanks so much for tuning in. And the next one, last Saturday live. It's going to be the last Saturday of every month. We're going to do this every single month so that we can hang out with you guys and answer any questions. And we'll see you guys next month.
And I have only one last question, if you can type it quick. It will be, what else would you like to see in our videos? Oh, yeah. I know we have been focusing too much on the traveling side of it, where to go and see where you're in places, the way we travel. But is there something else you like to see on a constant basis on our videos? So yeah, what are the other channels not doing? What is the RV internet vlogging world not giving you guys that you want to see? Yeah, or that you like to see more from us. So if you can type that down, we will not wait to see those responses. We will see them after the live, but we will still can see those responses. So if you can just type it down, it will be amazing. It will help us a lot to do future content for you guys. Preferably it's stuff with me keeping my clothes on. Anything with me getting undressed, sorry, I can't show you guys. Somebody's delusional. Good night, Bernie. Well, good night, everybody, and see you until the next time. Bye, guys. You guys rock.